The train ride. The morning air was crisp, a stark contrast to the warmth of the bustling train station. I clutched my coffee cup, still half full, as I navigated the crowded platform. It was another regular weekday commute, nothing particularly special. The metallic screech of an approaching train echoed through the station, and I stepped aboard, snagging one of the last empty seats in the middle of the car. The train began its journey with a lurch, the hum of the engine blending with snippets of conversation and the rustle of newspapers. I pulled out my phone, scrolling absent-mindedly, when I noticed her. Seated diagonally across from me, a woman with sleek black hair and a sharp red coat was staring. Her eyes were dark and intent, piercing through the polite veil most commuters keep in place. I glanced around, wondering if she was looking at someone behind me. No one else seemed to notice. At first, I tried to ignore it, convincing myself it was just a coincidence. But every time I glanced up, her gaze remained steady. There was no malice in her expression, only curiosity, or was it amusement? I shifted in my seat, suddenly self-conscious. What was it about me that caught her attention? My mind raced. Did I spill coffee on my shirt? Was my hair a mess? Subtly, I adjusted my jacket and smoothed my pants. The woman's eyes flicked downward and then back up, a faint smirk playing on her lips. It hit me like a freight train. My stomach dropped as I realized what she was looking at. I shifted awkwardly, hoping to downplay the situation, but the snug fabric of my pants betrayed me. It wasn't something I had noticed before boarding, just an unfortunate moment of biology that decided to make itself known at the worst possible time. Heat rushed to my face, and I prayed for the train to reach the next station faster. She didn't look away. If anything, her smirk widened, and a sparkle of mischief danced in her eyes. Her boldness was unnerving, yet somehow fascinating. 1,000 scenarios ran through my head, none of them comforting. I crossed my legs and tugged my bag over my lap, an attempt to restore some semblance of dignity. Her gaze lingered for a moment longer before she finally relented, turning her attention to the window. Relief flooded through me, though my cheeks still burned. The train rattled on, stopping intermittently to let passengers on and off. I avoided looking in her direction again, my mind replaying the moment in an endless loop. When my station arrived, I bolted for the door, clutching my bag like a lifeline. As I stepped onto the platform, I risked one final glance back. She was still seated, her gaze now fixed somewhere else. The smirk had softened into a smile, almost as if to say, "Relax, it happens." The moment stayed with me all day, a strange mix of embarrassment and intrigue. I learned something valuable on that train ride. Sometimes, the only way out of an awkward situation is to laugh about it later.